I have a highly competitive food family. We are total foodies, and my sister and brother-in-law are great cooks. They've perfected Brussels sprouts, lima beans, even okra, all this weird stuff. So I decided to take on asparagus, and through trial and error, I have come up with the greatest asparagus recipe ever. This is not your mother's 1970s style asparagus. This is new, this is updated, this is good. And what it is, it's all about the Parmesan, it's all about the garlic, and it's all about the grill. First things first, you go to the grocery store and you want to find some fresh organic asparagus. You know, sometimes they look really kind of skinny and weird. You don't want those ones. You want the big, thick stalk ones with the big, flowery bulb at the end. So prepping your asparagus is actually something, this is like a process to me. Asparagus actually has, it communicates with you. It'll tell you where it should be broken off on the stalk just by where it bends and breaks. So I just find one of those and I let it break itself and tell me where it needs to cut, and then I use that as my guide to cut the rest of the stalks off at the end. Once you've done that, you simply take your asparagus and you take little handfuls of it and you put it in a big Ziploc bag. So essentially what you're doing is you're switching it. If you grab a handful and you have 8, let's say, and the bulb is to the right, well, now you take the other handful and you put the bulb to the left. And the reason you do that, it's because you want to make sure that when you put in your little mixture and your little asparagus marinade, that it is evenly coating all the asparagus and that all the goodness is getting on all of the asparagus as opposed to just getting kind of clumped up on one side. Now you want to take some olive oil and you want to dump it on the asparagus. And you take the garlic and you put it in the bag and you try to make sure that it gets all over the buds of all of the asparagus. It's going to get on the stalks as well, which is great, but you really want to make sure that that flavor is concentrated on the bulbs. Then the key is you want to put in fresh grated Parmesan. You want the fresh stuff. And you want to just dump it on in there. Do not be sparse with this. You want to be liberal as you can. Dump a ton of it. You seal up the Ziploc bag, and now you spend some time just sort of massaging it around and making sure that all the stalks of asparagus are evenly covered. Otherwise, it'll kind of clump up on either side of the bag, and that's not going to do anybody any good. Now, once you've done that, you actually want to flatten it out inside the bags, and then you want to lay it flat in your refrigerator, and you're going to come back to it in about an hour or so when it's time to throw it on the grill. Now, your grill is already piping hot, hopefully, and if it's not, then you've made some fatal errors already. So you literally lay the top of the grill with the asparagus, you close it up, and you let it cook for about 2 minutes on one side, open up the grill, flip it over, cook it for 2 minutes on the other side. The biggest mistake you can make here is overcooking your asparagus. I have done it a million times and unwittingly made asparagus stew. And once you see a little color, a little brown on either side of the asparagus, that's when it's ready to serve. I am telling you right now, once you've done this properly, once you've thrown it on the grill, they're brown and crispy and good, and you serve them up to your friends, they're going to be special requesting this asparagus from you every time they come over for a barbecue or for a cookout or for whatever it is. It's that kind of a meal. It's really delicious, it's really good, and it's really quick.